Hey guys, Jagus here. This is Jagus Reviews. Alright, so I did have a special request to do the Zealot S95, that's on the left, versus the LG Xboom Xg9. Now, both of these speakers sound amazing. Put the LG up against the Soundcore Boom 2 Plus last battle. Now, both of those speakers sound good, but the LG definitely takes the cake on the clarity, on the highs, vocals, just a thicker, better sound pretty much all around. The Boom 2 Plus does have a bit more bass, albeit more upper and mid bass, and it does good for what it is, but the LG definitely is a super strong contender. Beautiful, big, gorgeous speaker. Sounds amazing. Altogether, super happy that I picked that bad boy up again. The LG is about $200 on Amazon, $197 I believe. Way good of a deal. These used to be $500. Would I pay $500 at this day and age? Probably not. I would probably pay about $300, maybe $350 for the LG maximum. But it's got the best battery out of any of these speakers, hands down. No problems whatsoever. Just a beast as far as the battery goes. Now the Zealot S95, it's also $200 on Amazon, but it's always got a coupon, bringing it down to around $150 to $140. Definitely best bang for your buck, in my opinion. The Zealot keeps up with all the bigger boys, has monstrous bass, and for $140, $150, it's pretty much unbeatable in that price category. But both of these are very similar price-wise. And they both, let's see, the Zealot's got 2 woofer, 2 tweeter combo. The LG has 2 woofers and 1 tweeter in the middle. And it's a horn-loaded tweeter, so it is able to produce some decent treble, and really all together, I really love both of these speakers. If you're looking for a good speaker under $200, these are 2 of my favorites so far. I know we're gonna get more speakers, all of that kind of stuff, but let's go ahead and test these out. So the LG is gonna be at 45%, Zealot's gonna be at about 35 or 40%, somewhere in that area. We're just volume matching them, so it'll be at about 45% volume so far as the LG goes, and we're just volume matching with Zealot because the Zealot has weird volume steps. Most of their speakers have kind of weirder volume steps. They're kind of louder at the beginning and then not as loud towards the end. But have the sound boost on the LG, and the Zealot has its normal EQ. I think the normal EQ actually sounds the best with this particular Zealot. Whereas the Zealot S98, I think the vocal EQ sounds better on that. So to each their own. Zealot really nailed it on this one though, especially for the price. So let's go ahead and start these out. Let's do some bassy music to start. Let's go.
Ay,
starting with LG.
I'm like, if you broke, just say that. Ain't no need to hate. You should know that I don't play that. No, we can't debate. I'm like, if you lame, just say that. Nah, I can't relate, but you should know that we don't play that. So nah, I can't debate. I'm like, if you broke,
Zealot.
ain't no need to hate. You should know that I don't play that. No, we can't debate. I'm like, if you lame, just say that. Nah, I can't relate, but you should know that we don't play that. So nah, I can't debate. Ay, what the be wrong with y'all? On my no. And I ain't just called to stall. I'm really trying to knock down all you walls. These talk tough, it's
LG.
and they call the law. And I really do rock with me. So tell me what I need y'all to
It's actually 40% on the LG.
Let's stick to your lane as well. Look like you made it fail. I never could let no shade prevail. And I feel too blessed today. I just got paid like yesterday.
Zealot.
And I think I'm food to ride. So baby girl, put your away. Like, if you broke, just say that. Ay, ain't no need to hate. You should know that I don't play that. No, we can't debate. I'm like, if you lame, just say that. Nah, I can't relate, but you should know that we don't play that. So nah, I can't debate. I'm like, if you broke, just say that.
LG.
You should know that I don't play that. No, we can't debate. I'm like, if
Good bass on both.
I can't relate, but you should know that we don't play that. So now I can't debate. I'm like, what the be on your mind? Hating on me
Zealot.
the time. Look,
Bump it up.
Think about me, get on your grind. Them boys too internet. Talk too tough, ain't being a threat. Good pack cigarette.
45% on Zealot.
You weak, you jive. Phone too dry, no clientele. I thrive, I'm live and well. Sold out show, I'm live as well. Smoked out, been
LG.
me just find the smell. Invest out, buy the sell. Claim they reach that time of tell. Like if you
60%.
Ain't no need to hate. You should know that I don't play that. No, we can't debate. I'm like, if you lame, just say that. Nah, I can't relate, but you should know that we don't play that. So now,
Zealot.
debate. I'm like, if you broke, just say that. Ain't
That
no
bass.
need to hate. You should know that I don't play that. No, we can't debate. I'm like, if you lame, just say that. Nah, I can't relate, but you should know that we don't play that. So now I can't debate.
All right, let's do some top speed. Still on Zealot.
Speed it up, speed it up, speed it up, speed it up. Speed it up, 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 speed it up. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. I'ma wake up, go down. I'm pretty guy like a nine.
LG.
Put that on my son. I'm go like B21. Don't smoke, I need my lungs. I stack and feed my funds. I'ma do this, have fun. Ayy. I'm blasted. Ayy. Don't matter. Ayy. Can't match it. Ayy. Go faster. Ayy. Speed it up. Speed it up.
Zealot.
Speed it up. Speed it up.
Let's bump them up.
Speed it up. Speed it up. Speed it up. Go faster. Ayy. Go faster. Ayy. Go faster. Ayy. Go faster. Do you, I do me. I'ma take this overseas.
70%.
I'ma do this with my seeds. Why you hear it bling bling? You heard top speed, that's me. You heard that it up, that's me.
LG.
That's me. I'm soundtrack 18. I'm blasted.
70%.
Don't matter. Can't match it. Ay. Go faster. Ay. Speed it up. 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 Go faster. Ay. Go faster. Ay.
Zealot.
Faster. Ay. Go faster. Ay. Speed it up. 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 Go faster. Ay. Go faster. Ay. Go faster. Ay. Go faster. Ay.
LG. Alright, let's bump them up to full blast volume. Let's do some R&B. Still on the LG.
I don't wanna be crazy no more. Every time I think you're gonna walk out of my door,
Zealot.
I start
Full blast.
conclusion you don't love me no more. Babe, give me some to work with, can you just reassure me? I'll admit before it starts.
LG.
Protecting my heart, hurt disguised as strength, but it's self-sabotage my love, self-sabotage my love,
Zealot.
cause of my own pain, no one's coming.
Last song. Still on Zealot. Full blast, baby.
You will never understand what I went through. You never were a good listener.
LG.
You will never understand what you put me through. And you never be a good lover. A good lover.
LG.
Loved ones, but now I'm fed up, wanna take it all back, 'cause we're a no-go. I know that I do better solo, so moving on for God's shadow. Better get it right this time around.
Zealot.
A no-go. I know that I do better.
Alright guys, that's where I'm going to stop it for this battle. Now, right off the bat, both of these speakers are sounding super dynamite. They both have a good amount of bass. The Zealot definitely is reaching a little more powerfully low. I think the LG can get decently low. When I first had it, it didn't go quite as low, so I don't know with the firmware updates. I think that they did bring out the lower bass with the LG a little bit, especially at like the mid volumes. They both have a lot of bass. The LG surprisingly can hold its own really decently with the bass. It's not as in your face as the Zealot and the Tribit Stormbox Blast 2 and the X20, as you will see when I put them up against it. But it's got a super smooth, nice, beautiful sound. The LG just really just sounds great all the way up into 100% volume. It really just has a beautiful sound. Now at 100% volume though, it does suffer a little bit with not having quite as robust of bass. I feel like they could definitely do it if they came up with a good firmware update. I know this thing has the power to do it. It's just limiting itself for some reason. So, but still produces great bass, good amount, all of that. The Zealot though, on the other hand, also has really great highs, really good mids, and the lows are definitely more prominent on the Zealot. It's a bassier, meatier, low end all the way around. Now with the Zealot, the only thing that I have, not against it, but have a little bit of a qualm with is once you get up to 90 and 100% volume, it does get to the point where certain parts of music and stuff does sound like it's struggling just a little bit. It's not distorting, but it does sound like it's definitely being pushed to its limit, and you can tell here and there it does struggle just a little bit, but it sounds great altogether. I think that the Zealot definitely has a bit more robust bass. It's reaching a little lower, at least in its power. I think the LG's dang near getting as low, but it's not as powerful with the low. There is certain hertz that the LG is a little bit more prominent, and the Zealot's a little bit more prominent on certain ones, and I think the Zealot's a little bit more, I think the passive radiators are tuned a little bit lower, but it does have a massive amount of bass. The Zealot definitely takes the win as far as bass goes. Now, clarity and highs though, I still think LG is one of my favorite speakers. Now, at 100%, it can get slightly fatiguing depending on the music you're listening to, but all in all, it sounds fantastic. It's got really good highs and mids. The low end is there. So I think the clarity, though, is a little bit better on the LG. It doesn't sound like it's being pushed to its limits when you get to the highest volume, at least like the excursion of the speakers. Like I said, the Zealot you can hear struggle just slightly, just barely, but it's there. The LG, I'm not hearing it struggle or anything of that nature. So, and then volume-wise, the Zealot is getting a little bit louder, not by a huge amount, but it's just got a little bit of a notch maybe above the LG. But the LG still has a ton of volume, still sounds really great doing it. And battery life, the LG mops all of the speakers with battery. Its battery is insane. I've been rocking this thing out dang near max volume for quite a while, and it's still at like 90%, and it's been at least an hour or two. So I mean, this thing just absolutely kills it with the batteries. Don't know how they did that, don't know what size of battery or what they did in their tuning or whatever to make it so that the battery just lasts in that thing. But both speakers are great. You can get both of these for under 200 bucks. They are both worth the money. I love both of these speakers. I think LG looks a little bit better, feels a little more premium. Just altogether is a little bit more put together. The Zealot, beautiful speaker, still great. It's a little bit cheaper made though. You can tell when you look at them up close and all of that. But I mean, both of these sound dynamite. Don't know if there's really a winner. I mean, as far as like the bass, the in-your-face bass, the Zealot can produce more. Is going to get you a little bit more there, winning on that aspect. LG, a little bit more clear, a little nicer, a little more put together, fuller sound. Both are top of the line though, and the fact that you can get them so cheap is great. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Helps me out a lot. We'll see you on the next video.